thank you guys all for watching and for clicking on my channel once again. I always so appreciate all of your support and you guys continuously watching these videos. So today, instead of a tutorial, I'm actually going to do a favorites video. I'm going to do my favorite underrated makeup. So these are makeup products that I absolutely love, and I don't understand why no one ever talks about them or mentions them. Alright, so I'm going to start with my favorite foundations that I feel are completely underrated. Now, it's possible that this is completely underrated and not talked about because it came out before YouTube was everywhere and everyone was doing makeup stuff on YouTube. So that is a possibility. I'm going to give it its hype now, and it is very well deserved. My L'Oreal True Match. So, this foundation is phenomenal. You know, you get your match, obviously, you get the one that you think is gonna match you, and then once it like sits in for a good little bit, it really will just sink into your skin tone. I don't know what kind of technology it has in there, but whatever it is awesome. Its coverage is medium to full, and it is a dewy finish, so that is probably also why I really like it. I don't know if someone that likes a matte finish foundation would really appreciate it because it does stay pretty dewy, but I really like that. Moving on to another foundation I do believe is completely underrated and does not get the love it deserves is the Lock It Foundation by Kat Von D. This stuff is so fantastic. It lasts forever. I can literally have it on 15-16 hours. So basically all day from sun up to sundown, and it's not going anywhere. I use it mixed with my sunscreen to give it a little bit less coverage because it's a little bit too full coverage for me and for my liking, and it's a little bit too matte on its own for my personal preference. But the fact that there is so much coverage that you can dilute it and it literally still stays on forever and has high coverage is absolutely awesome. It makes it worth every penny. Awesome foundation. Okay, and I do have a third foundation that I didn't see get a lot of hype when it came out. It came out probably about a year ago. It's the Hourglass foundations. It's their stick foundation. You know, one of these things. And its coverage is so good, and it's just so creamy, and its finish is like a satin finish, which is my preference. I prefer the dewy to satin finish, so this thing I really like. I actually used this one on my wedding day. I bought it specifically for that occasion because I just absolutely loved the finish. It is on the more expensive side, so the color I have here, mind you, I bought this in winter, what is nude. However, I actually do have this on today, so a little bronzer and all that, and it still worked out fine. Moving on to concealers. So you know my favorite concealers are the Tarte Shape Tape. However, other concealers that I have used and absolutely love, and these are super inexpensive and they work fantastically, they are the LA Girl Pro concealers. So let me show them to you. These are the three that I own. I have the creamy beige, which I actually use as a corrector shade because I do like my concealers to be more brightening and on the yellow side, and this is more on the pink side. However, for anyone that has dark circles, what you should know if you don't already is that pink and peaches and oranges will cancel out the darkness. So it's really important to go in there with something with those tones, and then you can go in with something a little bit lighter or brightening, like a yellow or you know, whatever other thing you want to use. So then the yellow corrector is also what I use, and ironically I kind of use this as my concealer because I use the concealer as my corrector. So, and then I own the one in, what color is this? Beautiful Bronze, and I use this as a bronzing slash contouring shade. So I put that down before I put any powder, bronzer, or contour, and it just kind of intensifies it and makes sure that it's gonna last a little bit longer. All those details on the face typically last longer when you put a cream or a liquid product on first, and then you kind of redo it with powder on top. So that is how I use these. And they're awesome because I think they're like $3 to $5. I'm not really sure anymore. It's been a while, and you can find them typically in any little, I know the Makeup Shack has them. I don't know, random places, usually random makeup spots or random clothes shop that have like a makeup section. That's where you're gonna find these. A lot of times those shops are known for also carrying NYX products. That's where you would always find NYX. So you would find these at those kind of shops too. Moving along, again, I wanted to make this a short video. Sorry, I'm rambling. Blush. So I am not big on blushes, so I actually only own one of these because I'm not big on blush anyway, but it's the Clinique Cheek Pop. This thoroughly impressed me. I bought it also for my wedding because I was so impressed by it. The way it goes on and how buildable the color is, and it just stays. It really, really locks into your skin when you put it on, and it's wonderful. So they have a whole collection. I believe they're called the Cheek Pop blushes, and they're so cute, and they work wonderfully. And they have like 15 shades. I mean, they have a lot of colors. So you can find one that you like, and I highly recommend these blushes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my eye products, and actually the inspiration for this video altogether is my favorite Maybelline eyeshadow palette that no one ever talks about, like ever. I honestly don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about it on YouTube. Okay, here it is. It's the Maybelline Nudes. These came out a few years ago, and I believe they came out trying to copycat or dupe the Urban Decay Naked palettes, and they have several versions of them. I've only tried this one and the blush version. I was not impressed by the blush one. That's just my honest opinion. But this Maybelline Nudes one essentially completely replaced my Urban Decay Naked, the original one. I found myself gravitating toward these a lot more than that one, and I think the reason being is that the Urban Decay Naked is a lot more cool toned, and I just personally do not like how cool tones look on me. So I had it, and I would rarely use it with the exception of some of the golds and maybe like the black in it, and that's it. So when I got this palette, I noticed that they leaned more on the golden side, the warm side, and it was right up my alley. This is the third one. In fact, I just rebought recently. I love this palette. The pigmentation, the colors that essentially the reason I've had to rebuy it, that I've hit pan, is this bronze here, this bronze here, this gold here, and I've pretty much messed up these as well over time because I use these shades for my eyebrows or for eyeliner, and then I use these sometimes just as a really simple bronze look, like just all over color on my lid, and that's it, with a little inner corner gold highlight, and that's it. So I use these three and these two all the time. These three shimmers are to die for, in my opinion. I absolutely love them. And it's really easy to carry. So the reason I love this one so much also is it's just convenient. I can use it for my brows, I can use it for eyeliner, and I can use it for shadows. So because I can essentially do my entire eye with it, I really like it. They feel like drugstore shadows, if that makes any sense. They're not going to feel like your Anastasia shadow or like your Tarte or all these other ones that you can like feel them and they feel like they're, I don't know, like they're silky and just melting into you, which is awesome. No, but the pigmentation, the colors in them, and what you can do with it is fantastic. So that's why it is one of my absolute favorite palettes. Moving on. Oh, I forgot a concealer. I'm gonna jump back. I'm sorry. My Laura Mercier concealer. This is, what is it even called? The High Coverage Concealer for Under Eye. This thing is so thick. So yes, you have to work to blend it a bit because it is so thick, but it has so much coverage. I kid you not, and I know I probably should have thrown this away by now because I think I've had it for 2 years, but it's not gone yet and it still works fantastic. And the way it is in the tube, it's not very prone to germs and stuff, so I feel like that's also why I've been able to keep it for so long. It's still not gone, and I used to use this thing regularly. I probably used it every day for a year and it's still not gone. And now I alternate this and Shape Tape and all sorts of other ones, but I still love it. When I'm having a really bad dark circle day, this is what I grab. So highly recommend this concealer. The Trish McAvoy eyeliners, their gel eyeliners are fantastic. You just won't find anything more creamy and malleable than this gel eyeliner. It's so good. If you like a really dark, intense black liner on your waterline, this is your baby. If I don't go for this, if I don't grab it or I can't find it or whatever, or I'm just looking for a less expensive alternative, just because of how malleable it is and how smooth it is and how dark it is as well, the one I gravitate to in the drugstore is the L'Oreal one. It's the L'Oreal liquid pencil eyeliner. Looks like that. This thing, fantastic. Obviously like a quarter of the price of the Trish. They're very similar in feeling. I feel like the Trish lasts longer, but that would be expected because it's like triple the price. So one eyeliner that I wanted to absolutely rave about, and I'm so sad because I cannot find it anywhere. It was my baby and I was using it regularly, and in that process of it traveling with me, I have lost it, and I have not had a chance to go rebuy it. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear eyeliner. That will stay on your waterline. It will stay underneath your eye. If you like that intense dark eyeliner look that you get from pencil, it's a retractable one, so you don't have to sharpen it, which is another plus. That eyeliner is worth every penny. It stayed on about 12 hours without having to reapply. It's amazing. So for those of you that have trouble with keeping that eyeliner in place on the bottom line especially, try that Estee Lauder retractable double wear eyeliner. It really is fantastic. And what I've been flipping around my hand is this little e.l.f. It is a felt tip pen eyeliner. This baby helped me learn how to do my wing because it was so easy to use and it was so stable and sturdy. I'll be honest, I've had good and bad luck with this. They're only like $3, I think, so it's super inexpensive. It's e.l.f. And they don't last all day, especially if you tend to rub your eyes, which I do. So normally when I use it and then I go back and intensify it with another liner on top of it, but this kind of helped me make sure to get that wing in place, to get it accurate and perfect. And once I had this down, almost like a stencil, I don't know, then you go over it with another eyeliner that's deeper, darker, and will stay longer. I think for $3, it was a good investment for me when I was starting to do a lot of wings because it helped me out tremendously. So that is the e.l.f. Felt Tip Pen Eyeliner. Oh, did I get everything? No, I didn't. And I'm sure I'm gonna think of some after the fact, and that's just because I left my notebook in my room, and guess what? I decided I didn't feel like going to get it. That's the truth. Sorry, guys. Land liquid lipsticks. These are phenomenal. I bought 3 of them. This is in the shade 50/50, which is the color I'm wearing today. It's a very true nude color. There are 2 other ones I bought, but I could not find them because I was using them so regularly that, again, they got misplaced somewhere. But they really do work really well. My recommendation, just like you would with almost any lipstick before liquid lips were a thing, do your lip liner, something a shade similar to whatever you're gonna put over it. Put this on, let it set. I usually put a little chapstick in between to moisturize it, let that kind of settle, and then I reapply again, and then it stays on for hours, 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 and hours without having to retouch. I think these do run about $20 a piece, but they're really great. So the Lipland liquid lips, I don't think gets enough attention on YouTube. In fact, I hardly hear them mentioned ever. I found them purely by coincidence and I love them. So check them out. The e.l.f. eyebrow, I don't know, it's just their e.l.f. eyebrow kit. So it looks like this, and it has, this is in dark brown. It has the dark brown wax and then this medium brown tone for the eyebrows. To be honest, this shade's a little too light for my eyebrows, but I mixed that in with my Maybelline dark shadows, the 2 dark ones I showed you, and I usually do that with my eyebrows. And then I use this dark brown wax, dark brown wax to set them in place. This is $3. So if you just are looking for something super inexpensive that you can do your eyebrows with, I really like it. I think it's a good product. And last but not least, lips. Again, I know I went out of order, sorry. Recently I discovered the NYX suede lip liners and I have fallen in love. They literally feel the same. This is the suede. These are not the same color, but whatever. They're similar enough. And this is the MAC. They just go on really nice. They feel so silky smooth. They apply, they blend well. So I really think these NYX suede lip liners have knocked out of the park. It's so smooth. So it's different than other drugstore lip liners because of how smooth and silky it feels on the lips. So those are my favorites, my favorite underrated makeup. That is all of them that I could think of at the moment. Was that everything I wanted to tell you guys? Yes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys watching these videos, and I will be back next week on Tuesday with a new video for you. It will probably be a tutorial again. Thanks so much, and have a great rest of your week. Happy hump day, and we'll see you next week. Bye.